Hello, I'm Eric Peterson, Training and Technical Specialist, Hasselblad USA. We'd like to welcome you to this Flex Color Scanning tutorial. Today we're going to cover the imaging editing workflow for Flex Color. The first thing you want to do is to crop the image. Cropping the image is very important. You want to make sure that you crop the image inside of the image area so that you don't get any false readings on the dynamic range of the image. The crop itself will help you select your highlight and shadow point once you hit the auto range button. The very next thing that you're going to do is determine what areas of the image need to be compressed or expanded. And you're going to use the gradation tool to do this. You can use the sliders for brightness or contrast, or if you're a professional, and I know that you are, you should use the gradation curve. Once you see the gradation curve, it's going to be a linear curve that we're going to place a quarter, half, and three-quarter tone point onto so we can adjust the image in this range. Once you have satisfied the gradation adjustment, the very next thing that we're going to do is look at the color bias. We want to look for the gray tones in the image, and we're going to go to the histogram palette, and you're going to see three eyedropper tools at the top. The middle one will represent the neutralizing tool, and we're going to probe the neutralizing tool over the image to see if the actual elements are neutral. Once we select it, it will clean up the color bias in the image, in fact, neutralize the entire image globally. So now that we have gotten our range, and we have compressed or expanded the image with the gradation tool and neutralized it, we can begin to think about the output of the image. The dimensions, we need to think about the actual file size and what the pixels per inch should be set at. Commonly, we would just set the PPI to 300 pixels per inch because 300 pixels per inch will accommodate the ratio needed for an offset press and for an inkjet printer. So the very next thing we need to do is to look at the image at its highest resolution. The best way to do that in Flex Color is to open up the detail point scanning tool. Once you select the magnifier icon, it will open up the detail point scanning tool, and we'll see a window pane. Once we select the cursor over the image, it'll then do a detail point scan that will give us a sampling of the image at the output resolution, which allows us to judge how sharp the image is. Thank you for viewing this Flextight scanner tutorial. Others can be found on Hasselblad TV. And if you have any questions or comments, please send them to support@hasselbladbraun.com.